Dean Barnard doesn't let age slow him down. Not only does the 68-year-old run a successful insurance company, he competes in wrestling competitions around the world.
Here I am, 68, winning world championships, best fit in 40 years. Life couldn't be any better.
Dean's work ethic and drive for success began in the small farm town of Eldora, Iowa. An all-American boy, he went to church, was an Eagle Scout, and a star football player. But where he really shined was as a state champion wrestler.
Because when you're out there wrestling, it's just you and the opponent. You can't blame your team members, you can't blame your coach. Created in my individual strength, my personality that can overcome almost anything.
But when he got to college, partying became his main interest. And by his sophomore year, Dean had left wrestling and his faith behind. After graduating with a degree in economics, he went on to marry, have 2 sons, and become a successful farm equipment salesman at a major corporation.
It felt great. So I rose to the top of one of the largest tractor companies in the world. Money, material goods, 8,000 square foot houseboat, jet skis. Success was Dean-driven by monetary, physical, material things. I wanted to be wealthy and to have all the material things that was happiness.
Dean would spend the next 2 decades doing what he needed to stay on top. Failure was not an option.
I made a #1 every year. I didn't listen to anybody else. You tell me I can't do it, and I'll do it.
But failure would come. In 2002, after more than 20 years at the company, Dean was let go by new management. But his career wasn't the only thing that took a hit.
At the same time, our marriage was going down, 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 down.
Trying to bounce back, he started an insurance business. But between the startup money and lawyer bills from a contentious divorce, Dean landed in a mountain of debt.
I was out of money, I was broke, I was paying attorneys that I didn't have. I charged my credit cards to $150,000 worth. I really didn't know who I was not being successful, because I've never not been successful. I just saw no getting out, period. It was to the point where I didn't want to live anymore, and I just had a plan in my mind. I was going to shut the garage and turn on the gas and just say goodbye to the world because I couldn't take it.
Then, at the urging of his sons, Dean started going to a different church where he got counseling and support. One night, he realized just how far he had wandered from his boyhood faith.
Dean was the center of my life and money. But one night after a bad situation with my ex, I looked up and God said, I'm lost, I have nowhere else to go. I want to start developing a personal relationship that's meaningful, that I know that I'm going to get through this. That's what made the difference. From then on, it was a growing relationship.
As Dean began to focus on Christ instead of himself, he says God orchestrated a series of events that got him out of debt, his company on its feet, and revived his old passion.
God has given me talents that I just threw in the trash. I mean, I'm made to wrestle, I'm built to wrestle. And it was a blessing because, again, God provided the resources.
So Dean hit the gym, got in shape, and in 2016 joined the Masters Wrestling League. And his return to the mat was in full force.
I fulfilled my dream. And it's God's dream, not just mine this time.
Today, he's still wrestling and working hard in his career and aspirations. But he's the first to tell you it's not about Dean.
The old Dean is gone. The new Dean is with Christ-centered. He gets credit for everything. I want to get my message out that you're never too old, and that God's behind everything we do, and with a strong faith, anything's possible.